So sometimes life takes a little bit of a detour, and it just so happens that a couple weeks ago I lost my grandpa, and he was a huge influence in my life. So I drove back to Idaho for the funeral, and I just thought it'd be cool to document this whole thing because I'm road tripping back to Texas, and life is about adventures. And life's about dreaming big, and he always wanted me to dream big. So I dedicate this road trip to my grandpa. And my first stop is right there. How beautiful is that? So we're just gonna have a fun video, and I've got several thousand miles to drive, and when I see cool stuff like this, I'm gonna stop. We're gonna enjoy life. But you gotta dream, and you gotta follow those dreams, and that's what I'm doing. So this is the beginning of a road trip. This is the bridge that Evel Knievel jumped over. But he didn't. But how cool is that, man? Evel Knievel jumped this bridge. And then there's a bunch of base jumpers that are just hanging out. Because people jump off this. So, such a cool place. Such a cool... Just like an hour and a half from where I grew up down in Twin Falls, Idaho. But just one of the beautiful first stops on this crazy fun road trip that it's just about dreaming and legacy. Good morning. So I made it to Colorado. I started this trip at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Got here last night about midnight, and I was pretty tired and was actually thinking about bailing on this portion of the journey. But kind of got a second wind and actually just decided I was gonna just get a hotel, which wasn't really the plan. I was just going to sleep in the truck for a couple hours. But yeah, it's 7:30. Got a really good night's sleep. And now we're going to drive I-70 all the way to Denver. And this is just like some beautiful country. I've had several people tell me this is the way to go. So we're going to stop, just enjoy some of the scenery and stuff. Just mosey. I've got literally 15 more hours. So I mean, in the back of my mind, I knew if it took 30, 35 hours, 40 hours to get back, who cares? So I'm going to just drive today, enjoy the day. It's going to be beautiful. The sun is shining, and we're going to check out the middle of Colorado. So that's the plan. So I was leaving the hotel this morning, and I saw these mountains, and I was like, whoa, because coming in, to Colorado last night, it's the middle of the night, you can't even see anything, and this is the view. It's super smoky, but still just so beautiful, and I'm really, really excited to take this drive for the next couple hours. driving through Vail right now, and I didn't realize it was 83 or 8,400 feet altitude. But I'm actually feeling a little bit of altitude sickness. So I've been living at sea level for too long, and a little lightheaded, and just kind of like just a little bit of the symptoms of altitude sickness, you know, just yeah, you just don't feel quite right. But Vail is beautiful. The drive's been beautiful the whole time. It's been a great road trip so far. Yeah, 8,500 feet will definitely do a little something to you if you've been living at 400 feet in Dallas for a while. It's going well, and we've got about another 12 hours to go. So just trucking along in no hurry. Gonna just stop whenever I see something I want to look at. This is absolutely unreal. So I'm just outside of Breckenridge ski resort, like 10,000 feet. So the altitude sickness is not getting any better, but the views, oh my gosh. And I love the smell of the ocean. In fact, I think the ocean has probably one of the most comforting smells ever. But a very, very close second is the smell of pine trees and forest. And for the last couple hours, that's all I've smelled is just pine trees and forest, and it is phenomenal. So yeah, that is epic. It's beautiful. So we're gonna keep trucking. Like I said, we've got a long way to go, but no time frame to get there. Into New Mexico, and I thought I'd missed the Welcome to New Mexico sign, so I shot it from the windshield, and it wasn't very clear. I don't even know if I got it. And then, like 2 miles in, is the Welcome to New Mexico actual sign, so sorry you missed that one. Hopefully the other one turned out. New Mexico, my 4th state of this trip. I've got like another 8 hours, and it's been a blast. I've just reflected, listened to a lot of music, thought about life, saw some pretty crazy cool stuff. I saw a helicopter lifting a guy up off the ground. It was like a logger or something, I'm not exactly sure. So, probably I'll never see that again in my life. It's just been a great road trip, and it's starting to wind down, starting to think about getting back to work and life, but had a blast. Stretch, and got into Texas about an hour ago, so almost there. And I know this video's content is completely different than what I've been doing or kind of planned to do, but it's also some content that I feel like is important for me to share, because it's just kind of part of what made me who I am. And so through most of the video I was wearing this hat, and it's a really important hat to me. It's a hat that my grandpa wore a lot, just around the house and yard sales and just places that he would hang out. And it's from his ship, his Navy ship that he served on, the Leonard F. Mason. And he was very proud of that. He served in the Korean War. He's a veteran, and he was very proud of his Navy service. And so for a lot of conversations, especially towards the end, we would talk about the ocean. I remember one conversation specifically where he just kind of wished that he had gotten a chance to cross the equator, from a pollywog to a shellback, and just some of those experiences that,
as I'm starting to research the ocean, water, and just in general boats, we got a chance to talk about that stuff. So this, like I said, this was really more about a legacy. It's more about just sharing some thoughts and memories and some experiences as I drove 1,600 miles back to Dallas from Idaho. And I want to encourage everyone to do something that they love, to do something that just helps them find some freedom. And my grandpa was really good at kind of marching to the beat of his own drum, and he made things happen, and he worked hard. He was a very hard worker, and he was kind and generous. So just make sure that you leave the world a little bit better than you found it, and it'll be all right. So I just want to thank everyone for sticking with this video, and we'll definitely talk to you again, and we'll see you on the Duke out in the water very, very